welcome to Visions. I'm Mirella Rich. Our guest today is Anita Monk, who is a producer of the new Channel 31 series called Rock Down, a music program. Welcome to the program, Anita.
Thank you, Mirella.
Now, can you tell us, what is Rock Down?
Rock Down is a music show for people like me, which is why I've done it, because this is the sort of show I'd like to watch. It's a music show on people who were around in the 60s and 70s, who were the icons of our industry, who wrote and recorded and performed, and their songs are still being played today. But unbeknownst to us, Mirella, they're still writing songs.
Well, that's beautiful.
And they're still recording as well, and they're still playing. And this song is all about what they're doing now. And
are they performing on your show, or are they doing interviews? How's
a
it
lot
set?
of them have music clips.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
They even do music clips.
Oh, so they're still doing music clips?
Yes. And some of them don't have the music clips yet, so every now and again somebody will come on and perform live on the show as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And who are some of these people? Maybe some people will remember them.
You will remember Mike Rudd from Spectrum. He's on our first show. There's Sam C and Glenn Mason, who played with anybody from Spectrum to John Farnham Band to Flying Circus to Stockley C. Mason. Stockley C. and Mason, sorry. Yeah. Who else have I got?
Brian Mannix.
Brian Mannix, yes, exactly. A couple of guys from Lobby Lloyd's band, and of course Lobby isn't with us anymore, which is a shame because I would have loved to have had him on. It'd be very good to get a whole lot of people, because you never know who's going to be around next year. Yeah. And we need to have some sort of history on these people.
And so have you found it interesting that these people that were sort of like big in the 80s or whenever it was, 60s and
70s,
that they're really happy still playing music, or they've actually gone into different careers and just do music every now and then on the side?
Most of these people never had another career. I think you're born a musician, and you're born to write songs, you're born to perform to people. I myself am a musician, says she, hitting the microphone. I myself am a musician. And I just love performing to people. I love giving people a happy time. One day they'll remember that they had this great time. There's something about making people be excited about something. It's a great thing, and I think it's something that you're born with. You don't go, I think I'll do this, and then I'll do a computer course on the side because I really want to be an IT specialist. And these people back in the early times didn't have that sort of choice. They bought their guitar when they were 12, or their mother bought them, and they watched these people on television and they said, oh, I really want to be a guitarist, I want to be great. A lot of them learnt classical, they learnt feel, and they learnt to play from the heart, and they made that into songs that were played on the radio, that were hits, that are still being played now.
And what makes you so passionate about it? Why do you love it so much?
Because I love it more than working in an office. It's just something. There's a little anecdote that I tell people about my brother. I was talking to my brother. I spent a lot of time talking to my brother on the phone. And we were talking one day about death, as you do. You know, you get past a certain age and you start thinking about what happens when I die. And he said, is your life measured by the amount of people that come to your funeral? And I said, that's an interesting question. I would like to think that there's a lot of people who will not come to my funeral, who probably may not even know my name, but they remember a long time ago that they had a wedding or a party, or they came out and they had a great time. And I wonder who that person was. You know, that sort of, you leave a footprint in somebody's life, and they never know who you are, but they do. And a lot of these people, I'm not putting myself on a par with any of these people, believe me, but there's just something about playing music and leaving a footprint in somebody else's life. And a lot of these people that I have on the show want to still leave those footprints. They don't know anything else. They know how to write songs, they know how to perform to people. They know how to play their instrument, and they know how to play it very well. Yeah.
And how did you find the people that you actually got on the team to work with you to make this program?
Well, I have Wendy Stapleton, who herself is a fantastic performer, and I was so lucky to get her. The other important person on the show is a fellow called Matthew Mason, who is a sound engineer in the music industry. And I've worked with him a lot, and I said to him one day, who am I going to get? And he said, get Wendy. And I said, oh, that easy, is it? And he said, yes, here's a phone number, because he works with Wendy.
Yeah.
And Wendy said, I'd love to.
Aww.
So I went, that's fantastic. And the moment she sat in that chair, I thought, she's just perfect. She's fantastic. So I have musicians. I also have a couple of other guys who are going to do some extra filming for me, who are also well-known musicians.
Right.
Because the musicians know the musicians, and they know who's recording, and it's this whole different sort of culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of music programs on TV. How would you say that your program would differ from a lot of the other music programs?
Because the music that I will have on my program is music that is played from the heart. Most of these people aren't working with computerised music, which I do myself. Sorry. I play with a lot of MIDI tracks, which is stuff that's you write on your computer. There isn't a lot of feel to it. But these people play proper music with proper drums and proper bass and proper guitar, and they know how to do it, and they play from the heart, which is why their music's still being played today. And we interview these people as well, and because they've been around for such a long time, they're so funny, and they have such wonderful stories, and they're not camera shy, and they'll talk forever like other people I know. Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, you were a musician as well yourself, weren't you?
Yes.
And how long did you play music for?
I've been playing music for 25 years.
Wow.
I started off, I was very shy when I was young. And I remember seeing a lot of these bands that I've got on my show now. When I was young, I grew up in Blackburn.
Yeah.
And we had the Avenue Church Hall, which was near my place. And every now and again they'd have these bands at these gigs. And you'd go along. It was a very family atmosphere. And you'd see bands like Spectrum and Madder Lake and, God, I can't remember. We'd see Lobby Lloyd at the Box Hill Town Hall. And there'd be the skinheads and the long hairs. And it was all great fun when you were young, seeing these fantastic things. There were drugs around at that stage, but it wasn't as
big as it is now.
Big as it is now, yeah.
Oh, well, we'll continue with all this when we come back from the break.
Fantastic.
You're watching Visions. Stay with us. We'll be back with more very shortly.